Riverdale has been a crazy journey so far. The show has had its ups and downs, but true fans wouldn't be able to stay disconnected from the world of Riverdale for too long. What we bet you don't know is that this show has multiple spin-offs, both of which are equally fascinating and together with Riverdale make up the Riverdale universe. Now, in this video, we're going to talk about how every show in the Riverdale universe is connected. First off, we have the universe and its main show, Riverdale. Using the pop culture symbols that we're familiar with and creating darker, more mature themes, Riverdale reimagined the Archie comics. It wasn't long before it was called iconic. Similar to Archie comics, Riverdale started to branch out into other series that focused on Sabrina, the teenage witch, and Katie Keene, while also exploring young teenage characters. The Riverdale universe had something for all of us in many ways. This is shown by the colorful teen mystery of Riverdale, the supernatural gothic horror of chilling adventures of Sabrina, and the more sober young adult but still funny Katie Keene. A successful television franchise has now been established thanks to a series based on popular comic books. The main show, around which everything else revolves, is Riverdale. Before it serves as the main setting of the television series Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, Greendale is mentioned in season 2 of Riverdale, and Katie Keene makes her debut there as an old friend of Veronica's. Over the course of its 7 seasons, Riverdale included characters from Chilling Adventures of Sabrina and Katie Keene, and the other shows featured Riverdale characters in brief cameos. And it looks like the show that launched this shared universe, Riverdale, will also be the one that receives the final chapter on it when it concludes in its upcoming 7th season. It's absolutely insane what the showrunners have pulled off, and it's not at all easy to build connected universes. Next up, let's explore Greendale, the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, which was initially created for the CW, was transferred to Netflix in the summer of 2016 after Riverdale's season 1 success on the streaming service. 4 seasons of Chilling Adventures of Sabrina were shown from 2018 to 2022. It centers on the character of Sabrina Spellman, who had her own television series from 1996 to 2003 called Sabrina the Teenage Witch, and it isn't associated with the Riverdale series. Many occult and supernatural concepts are first introduced in Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, and many of these ideas and concepts later make their way to Riverdale. Ben Button and Billy Marlin, 2 Riverdale characters, made an appearance on Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. In one episode, Sabrina travels to Riverdale in pursuit of a crown that belonged to Benjamin Blossom, Cheryl Blossom's great-grandfather, who plays a significant role in the Blossom family history. Kiernan Shipka returned to the character of Sabrina Spellman in Riverdale Season 6 for 2 appearances. One of these takes place in an alternate timeline, and the other takes place in the standard universe timeline and ends up the storylines from Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. It's anticipated that Sabrina will return for the last season of Riverdale, and this show was a big win for CW. Honestly, after the high standard Riverdale had set, we weren't expecting much from this show, and we were proven wrong. It was really impressive. It would definitely be a treat to see Sabrina once more, and now to see Lucy Hale in the role of Katie Keene. Katie Keene was a brief Riverdale spin-off that centered on the same named Archie comics character and her dreams to become a fashion designer. Josie from the Josie and the Pussycats lineup also debuted on Riverdale and joined the series as a supporting character. The majority of Katie Keene's supporting cast consisted of Josie and the Pussycats comic book characters. In contrast to Riverdale and Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, Katie Keene represents a more traditional, romantic, and upbeat picture of the world for young adults. It does this by addressing the difficulties faced by them. Riverdale characters make guest appearances in 3 episodes of Katie Keene. Josie's mother Sierra appears in episode 6, Josie's stepbrother Kevin Keller appears in episode 10, and Veronica's father, Hiram Lodge, appears in episode 10. After only 1 season, which had 13 episodes and ended on May 14, 2020, the series, which had premiered in February of 2020, was suddenly called off. But despite the show being canceled, a few Katie Keene characters appeared in later Riverdale seasons. Never in a million years would we have imagined Lucy Hale to make an appearance in a CW show. Although the show was canceled, it was fun while it lasted. Indeed, it wasn't on the same level as Riverdale or the Sabrina show, but it was a good attempt, and it really sucks that it didn't work out. Finally, we have the latest spin-off of Pretty Little Liars. The most unexpected addition to the Riverdale universe is one that has absolutely nothing to do with the Archie comics. The Sisters of Quiet Mercy in Riverdale, which in the show's Riverdale is a shelter for troubled youths run by dishonest nuns, came up with the reference in the final episode of Pretty Little Liars, Original Sin Season 1. Pretty Little Liars Original Sin and its predecessor Pretty Little Liars are set in the same universe as a result of the illusion and the fact that Roberto Aguirre Sacasa, the man behind 3 Riverdale universe series, is the showrunner of Original Sin. However, it wouldn't be limited to just 2 shows. The popular series Pretty Little Liars spawned 2 further spin-offs, Ravenswood, which aired from 2013 to 2014 for 1 season, and Pretty Little Liars, The Perfectionist, which also ran for 1 season in 2019. This hints that it links the 7 separate series of Pretty Little Liars and Riverdale, Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, Katie Keene, Ravenswood, Pretty Little Liars, The Perfectionist, and Pretty Little Liars Original Sin into one single connected universe. Whoa, that's an interesting one. Imagine Archie and the gang going after the main antagonist in Pretty Little Liars. We can't even wrap our heads around that. And now for some other related news. First off, model and the CW actress Charlie Dean passed away at age 32. The 2022 Palme d'Or winner Triangle of Sadness featured South African model and actress Charlie Dean, who was on the verge of becoming a household name. Dean passed away on Monday at the age of 32. She portrayed the assassin Cyanide in the DC Comics television series Black Lightning on the CW. According to Variety, Dean passed away in New York City following an unexpected illness. She made her acting debut in the 2010 South African film Spud and made a cameo appearance in Spud 2: The Madness Continues, which was released in 2013. Don't Sleep, Blood in the Water, Death Race, Inferno, and An Interview with God all featured her as a leading lady. She also made an appearance in a 2017 episode of Elementary on CBS. On February 5th, 1990, in Cape Town, Charles B. Dean Creek gave birth to Dean. Dean began modeling at age 6 in addition to her acting career. At age 12, she got a contract with Alpha Model Management, and she has since graced numerous magazine covers. We're heartbroken to hear about this, and we offer her family our sincerest condolences. Next up, Melissa Benoit of Supergirl wants to appear as a guest on Superman and Lois. Although Supergirl and Lois was initially intended to be a spin-off of Supergirl, it was later determined that both programs were set in the same universe as other Arrowverse dramas. Superman and Lois Season 1 didn't mention any other Justice League members, just Tyler Hoechlin and Tulloch's spin-off series began. Most importantly, Kara Zor-El herself was disregarded. Given that Supergirl is one of the Clark Kent's only living blood cousins, the absence of any mentions of her had us wondering what was going on. A fan questioned Hoechlin and Tulloch about Benoit's Supergirl and where Kara would be appearing in Superman and Lois. Hoechlin lauded his television relative, and Tulloch shared a fascinating fact about Benoit that she's shown interest in appearing on the show. The showrunner of Superman and Lois, Todd Helbing, stated in multiple interviews that if Kara were to appear in the future, she would be a new interpretation of the Girl of Steel with a different past. It would be super cool to see Melissa Benoit on this show. It's a great show, and with her charm, it'll be even better. Finally, Netflix's new dark comedy, Do Revenge, includes star Camila Mendes and Maya Hawke. In the Netflix original dark adolescent comedy, two high school students named Drea and Eleanor band together after being wronged by some of their peers. Jennifer Caton Robinson, along with co-writer Celeste Ballard, is the director and co-writer of the film Do Revenge. In addition to writing and directing the Netflix rom-com Someone Great, Jennifer is well known for inventing the MTV series Sweet Vicious recently. She and Taika Waititi co-wrote the script for Thor: Love and Thunder. On September 16, 2022, Netflix will release Do Revenge. Get ready for plotting, flamboyant attire, and a dash of Glenn Close and Fatal Attraction energy, as Drea puts it anyway. And we can't wait to watch. The trailer seemed fantastic, and it has two of our favorite stars in it. And that's a wrap for this video. Which show is your favorite from this universe? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.